that is real wealth, not pieces of gold and silver. This saying from Mahatma Gandhi says much about the importance of health. A very warm and delightful morning to one and all present here. On today's special occasion, I am very excited to present a speech on physical fitness and health. Before I begin, I would like each one of you to take a moment and ask yourself, what do physical fitness and health mean to you? And do you consider yourself to be fit? I am sure all of you must have unique answers of your own. As such, in this speech on fitness, I would like to provide general as well as personal insight on what it means to be healthy and fit. Good health is a state of complete physical, mental, social and spiritual well-being without any suffering. Healthy person is someone who is physically and mentally fit. The criteria of health and fitness all over the world is changing day by day. People are conscious towards the health and wants to be fit towards the life. As we explore the dynamics of health and fitness, we need to acknowledge the fact that mental health is as important as physical health. When wealth is lost, nothing is lost. But when health is lost, everything is lost. It says that if we become unhealthy, we cannot be able to do anything. Health is an invaluable treasure. According to the Disease Control and Prevention (CDC), getting enough physical activities could prevent 1 in 10 premature deaths. Now, our speech on physical fitness and health will be resoundingly empty if we do not talk about the importance of exercise for maintaining physical fitness. And rightly so. As a matter of fact, there is no denying that exercise is the first step towards ensuring that you remain fit. Regular exercise will boost your immune system. Make a regular routine as much as possible and make a daily schedule for yourself, including your sleep, meals and activities. Always remember to engage in hobbies or activities that you learn something new. Cognitive exercises such as reading books and other activities will help you remain active and distract you from worrying. One of the important methods which will help you to maintain and improve your physical and mental health is yoga. Do you know human beings are made up of 3 components: body, mind and soul. Corresponding these, there are 3 needs: health, knowledge and inner peace. Health is a physical need, knowledge is a psychological need, inner peace is a spiritual need. When all 3 are present, there is harmony. It is a type of exercise through which all elements of the body are linked with mind with the help of meditation and relax and have interaction with the inner self body and soul get connected. Now, I am concluding my words by saying that he who has health has hope, and he who has hope has everything. Thank you.
Good morning. I am Sanmaya S. of class 8A here to speak a few words on the topic forest and wildlife protection. Men sometimes having an illusion in their mind that they can survive in this universe by themselves. Is that true? No, absolutely not. How can only one species of Earth can withstand independently? As the members of learned species, we are always aware that we cannot live in this planet alone. Although our syllabuses and our textbook always make us remember this fact, we will only learn and by heart it to excel in examinations. Why? Why are we not much concerned about the place we are living in? Why we are thinking that we are on the planet? It is time, a time that we need to change our mindset to think about forest and wildlife protection. Because if we don't think about it now, we will no longer be remain in this earth to think about everything. So, What is forest and wildlife? The forest is a complex ecosystem consisting mainly of trees that buffer the earth and support a myriad of life forms. And the wildlife is the animals and birds that live in the woods and that are not domesticated by anyone. The food is their natural habitat, and destruction of the forest leads these animals to become harmless. These animals were the only one to be harmless? No. If the wildlife and the forest will be destructed or vanish from the face of earth, then there will not be any trace of humanity too. So, why are we hesitating? As the famous naturalist and writer Theodore Roosevelt said, the wildlife and its habitat cannot speak, so we must and we will. Yes, it is the time that we should speak and rather we should take action. So, why should we protect them? Number 1. The primary reason to conserve forest and wildlife is to provide oxygen to breathe. Without the existence of trees, oxygen cannot be formed and carbon dioxide may be accumulated in the environment. Can we live with carbon dioxide? Number 2. Forests provide shelter to a wide range of animals. If the trees are destroyed, these animals also die as they do not have their natural habitat. This destruction makes many of the indigenous species of plants and animals extinct. These are just 2 reasons, but when we think in depth, we can find out millions of reasons to protect our nature and wildlife. Whatever it is, just remember, human cannot live in this planet alone. So it is not choice but our duty to protect it. So let's start today and now. Thank you.
A survey was conducted on 8-year-olds where they were asked to draw a surgeon, a firefighter, and a pilot. 61 children drew men and only 5 drew women. This is disappointingly showing us that gender stereotyping starts at a very young age and is a global issue. It's evident in every single country. It's not their fault. It's the society that they grew in. Today, let's talk about gender sensitivity. When it comes to gender inequality, there's a lot to talk about, starting from womb till tomb. Or today, every girl might have faced some kind of gender inequality in some part of her life. And as a girl, I surely did. Humanity requires both men and women, and we are equally important, and we need one another. A gender-equal society would be one where the word gender does not exist, where everyone can be themselves. As Michelle Obama said, no country can ever truly flourish if it stifles the potential of its women and deprives itself of the contributions of its citizens. Woman is like a tea bag. You never know how strong she is until she gets in the hot water. But why? Why do women face gender inequality? And why is gender inequality badly rooted in our society, which forces girls to several crimes from birth itself? From the days in the savannah, when one had to hunt for food, to the days of agricultural output and industrial economy, the superior physical abilities of man gave him an advantage over women in work efficiency. However, with the arrival of knowledge economy, the human brain has become the most important tool for work. With this fundamental shift, women did not start at a disadvantage. For millions of years, except in few matriarchal societies, the man has always been considered the head of the family. The provider role he played was always seen superior to the nurture role that women had to play in a family. The man's decision was always the final word. Gender parity was not a norm in families across societies. It was thought that with the arrival of knowledge economy and women earning better salaries, those norms would change. Even among the educated, there are some deep-rooted biases that prevent people from admitting that the man is no longer the provider in the team. Today, wherever we live in India, girls and boys see gender inequality in their homes and communities every day, in textbooks, in movies, in media, and among the men and women who provide their care and support. And it affects their future. Every child deserves to reach her or his full potential. But gender inequalities in their lives and in the lives of those who care for them hinder this reality. Across India, gender inequality results in unequal opportunities, and while it impacts both the lives of the genders, statistically, it is the girls that are the most disadvantaged. Globally, girls have higher survival rates at birth and more likely to be developmentally on track, and just as likely to participate in preschool. But India is the only large country where more girls die than boys. Girls are most likely to drop out of school. Girls are more likely to drop out of school. In India, girls and boys experience adolescence differently. While boys tend to experience greater freedom, girls tend to face extensive limitations on their abilities to move freely and to make decisions affecting their career, education, marriage, and social relationships. As girls and boys or gender barriers continue to expand and continue into adulthood, we see only quarter of women in formal workplace. Some Indian women are global leaders and have powerful voices in diverse fields. But most women and girls in India do not fully enjoy many of their rights due to deeply entrenched patriarchal views, norms, traditions, and structures. India will not fully develop unless both girls and boys are equally supported to reach their full potential. With the prevalence of gender discrimination and social norms and practices, girls become exposed to possibilities of child marriage, child domestic work, poor education, health and sexual abuse, and exploitation and violence. Many of these manifestations will not change unless girls are valued more. As Emma Watson said, it's time that we see all gender as a spectrum instead of two sets of opposing ideals. Thank you and have a peaceful day.
Good morning. Today I am going to speak a few words about physical hygiene and sanitation. Maintaining physical hygiene and sanitation is important for several reasons such as personal, social, psychological health, etc. Proper hygiene and sanitation prevent the growth of and spread of diseases and infections. If every individual on the planet maintains good hygiene and for himself and around things around him, and it will eradicate the diseases to a great level. Hygiene defined by the WHO refers to the condition and practices help to maintain health and to prevent the spread of diseases and infections. This means not only keeping ourselves clean but also studying all the practices that that leads to bad health. So like not throwing garbage on the road and in open and for many more. By doing such practices, we not only make ourselves healthier but also it will also improve the quality of our life. Sanitation is another very important aspect. Sanitation refers to public health condition related to clean drinking water and the water and treatment and disposal of human excreta and sewage. Sanitation system aims to protect human health by providing a health clean environment and will stop the treatment of disease. I request all of you to maintain your physical hygiene and clean their surrounding and take care. Thank you.
Very good morning to respected teachers and my dear friends. I am Advay Bino of class 7. Today I am here before you to deliver a speech on water conservation. Water is one of the most precious things in the world given by the nature to the mankind. All living beings consist of water. As you all know that our human body consists 60% of the water. In the same way, Earth is the only planet in the solar system which has extensive water resources. 2/3 surface of the Earth is occupied by the water. Because of this reason, Earth is known as blue planet. Water is present everywhere on the Earth in the form of ocean, sea, river, lakes, etc. in a large amount. but this water is not suitable for drinking. Due to increase in population, need of water is increasing day by day. Because of this reason, many regions are facing water scarcity. Water should be conserved. Because the supply is less, the quantity is limited, whereas the demand is unlimited. Some aspects to save water: rainwater harvesting, drip irrigation for agriculture to reduce water wastage. Tap should be properly closed when it is not used. We should use a bucket while bathing. Damaged pipeline should be maintained. Leaks in the pipe should be repaired. Most easy and most effective, we should plant more and more trees because it will increase the rainfall. I suggest that you should adopt one of these ways to save water, because no living being can live without water. So let's join a hand and take pledge to save water. Thus it can save many lives on earth. Thank you and have a nice day.
Good morning. Today I, Bhumika Sanjeev of class 7 is here to deliver a speech on natural resources. Natural resources come in a variety of forms, but they are primarily classified as renewable or non-renewable. Sunlight, water, wind, wood and soils are examples of renewable natural resources. While some of these natural resources are abundant in nature and can be replenished quickly, others take time to renew. Examples of non-renewable natural resources include coal, oil and natural gas. Although these natural resources are abundant in the environment, they cannot be replaced and take hundreds of years to renew. The presence of natural resources is critical for the preservation of environment balance. However, we do not hesitate to employ them. Our natural resources are being depleted at an alarming rate. As we exploit them, we must recognize the value of natural resources and need to preserve them for the future. We must be cautious that when using non-renewable resources and renewable resources that take time to replace. These are fundamental requirements. They are critical to our survival. If we do not take serious conservation measures, it will become nearly impossible for us to live on Earth. Natural resources such as forest, water, soil, food, mineral and energy resources all play an important role in a country's development. While national and international conservation efforts are underway, individual efforts to conserve natural resources can be grown a long way. That's the end of today's speech. Thank you and have a nice day.